was in his DNA. He played it, composed it, taught it for more than 6 decades. Ramsey Lewis shared his love affair with his hometown Chicago and the world. Tonight, we remember the legend who has died now at the age of 87. CBS 2's Stephen Graves spoke to those who knew him. And Stephen, it's impossible to fit his legacy in one report, but here we go.
Yeah, Joe, that's right. There is just so much to talk about. Ramsey Lewis worked up until his death. His manager telling me he died peacefully in his sleep, saying he became very reflective over the past days as he thought about his life well lived. And a close friend I spoke to could not agree more. The name Ramsey Lewis brings nothing but joy to Alvin Carter-Bey. He considered the music legend a big brother.
A real great guy. A real, honestly, good guy.
The now Chicago disc jockey remembers growing up with Lewis in Cabrini Green. The earliest memories date back to church, where Lewis played piano.
And we just thought he was just phenomenal. He was just amazing piano player.
Lewis started playing at 4 years old.
Never to think that he would be such as he is, or he was now.
With more than 80 albums recorded, performances with other music legends like Aretha Franklin, Tony Bennett, and Al Jarreau, the now 3-time Grammy winner worked hard. Perfecting his jazz skills through high school, he'd go on to form a group called the Ramsey Lewis Trio. They would appear right here on WBBM-TV in Chicago as he had reunion concerts. Rick O'Dell says he had the pleasure of working on radio shows with Lewis at the former smooth jazz station WNUA.
He stripped classical and jazz of its pretense, and he made it simple for us to just sit back, listen to it as he played both jazz and classical.
Lewis's name still relevant today with past performances at places like the Chicago Symphony Orchestra and Ravinia, where he served as artistic director of jazz for 25 years. Carter-Bey still plays his favorite instrumental by the music legend called Slipping Into Darkness around his home.
He's just put a lot of mind into it, you know, and it just kept you just moving, patting your feet, slapping your thighs, something real nice, popping your fingers and shaking your head.
The 87-year-old's vast music knowledge was shared up until his late years, live streaming Facebook sessions called Between the Keys, his latest one in January. His legacy on this earth living on.
Yeah.
And Lewis had been working on his memoir and actually finished. We're told publishing of that life story is now being pushed up, so many more can learn about his trailblazing life. In the newsroom, Stephen Graves, CBS 2 News.
What a life and what a loss. Stephen, thank you very much. Lewis's son, Bobby Lewis, told the AP, quote, "Most people say when they met my dad, he was a class act. He was that way even through his last breath." Ramsey Lewis, jazz legend. He was the best of Chicago. We take you to break now with Lewis and his 1965 top 5 hit, The In Crowd.